Hey y'all, I just got back from my day in the city. I just saw a house with a clock in the walls, and I enjoyed it. It wasn't that great. I was surprised I didn't fall asleep on it, but it's about magic, so I think that's what kept me awoke. Um, it's got Jack Black in it, and it's about a boy. This is like a spoiler, so you might not want to watch it if you want to watch the movie. About a boy who loses his parents, and then he has to go live with his uncle, who's played by Jack Black. And Jack Black also turns out to be a warlock, and they call it a warlock in the movie. And I always thought of, well, from not too long ago, or not too long ago, I learned that warlock also means something different. But I know some people will consider it to be a male witch. Um, So his uncle turns out to be a warlock, and when he learns that his uncle's a warlock, he becomes very fascinated with learning magic and becoming a warlock himself one day. And then also Jack Black, next door neighbor, is a witch, and I don't know that actress' name, but I like her a lot. Um, so the movie, it really embraces like being your authentic self and weirdness, and I guess a lot of children movies do. They usually use the child as the protagonist who's an outcast at school, and so this boy, he has to go to this new school, um, and he likes to wear goggles because his favorite superhero wears goggles, and then another student at his school who he wants to be his friend, tells him not to wear the goggles, that he thought it would be in his best interest that, for him not to wear it. And the boy considers it, but soon after, Jack Black expresses that it's good to be weird, um, that, weird people make the world a great place. And so then the boy puts back on his goggles. Also, the boy carries around a magic 8 ball that in certain times he asks the 8 ball questions, and Jack Black had told him that the 8 ball wasn't real magic, but the boy said that was the last thing his parents had gave him before they had passed. And then later, when he becomes a little bit better with his magic, Jack Black tells him the only problem is that he needs to use his authentic voice. That there's no one in the world like him, and if he wants his magic to be powerful, he needs to make it authentic. And he pulls the 8 ball into his magic practice during a ceremony, and it becomes very effective. The 8 ball, answered some questions that, if you know an 8 ball, it's not really how they work, but it worked for him. And so I liked that he made his work very personal, because there's a lot that I feel like with spirituality and magic, it's like it becomes very dogmatic. And so I like that in the movie they mixed it up a bit, so that was cool. Also, the artwork in the movie, it was bad, but I understand that they had to make it a little childlike to make it palatable for kids, because it is a kids movie. But it's this book, this really creepy looking book, and it's about necromancy. And then the boy gets the book, and I'm like, oh, there's gonna be some good artwork in this book. And he opens it up, and I was like, what is that? So I was a little disappointed with the art, but I understand. Other than that, it's chock full of jokes that children will love. It is a kids movie, so just was walking around the city after that, looking at Halloween decorations and thinking about buying some stuff. I was gonna go out and sell today, but when I woke up, it was dark and raining, and the weather said it was gonna rain today, and I didn't know that the house with the clock in in the Wall had came out Friday, I would have saw it instead of watching The Nun for a second time. But I'm glad I did see The Nun again. And then next Friday, or this Friday coming, Hellfest comes out. So I'm looking forward to Hellfest. It looks like a slasher movie for the holidays. And so we'll see that. And yeah, I guess that's it. I hope y'all, I'm just staying craft. I'm watching movies. I've been posting the movies on my timeline. These are things that I'm watching to also keep me focused with my craft. And like while I'm watching it on Facebook, I'm not actually scrolling on Facebook. So it keeps me preoccupied. And I'm also just sharing these horror movies that I'm able to find on Facebook with you or whoever, if y'all want to watch them. If not, they're there. Alright, y'all have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Enjoy the rain. Alright.